Hello guys, what is up? What is up? What is up? How you guys doing? Hi guys, welcome to another live stream. So today we'll be continuing our series of learning Japanese, and this is phase one of learning Japanese of learning Hiragana. So how are you guys? How are you doing? Tell me in the chat. How are you guys doing? How is the day going? Yeah, I have been streaming after a long time because of some things on some I was busy in. So I was not able to stream for so long, but yes, I'm back with another live stream, and I promise you guys I'll be streaming once again every day if it's possible, and I'll try to stream every day. And this is not my usual time of streaming. It's 11 right now, 11:20 right now, but my usual time of streaming would be around 10 to 11. So I'll be streaming every day at 10 to 11, and that will be my streaming time. So you can note it down, and maybe if you have time, you can join me and learn Japanese with me. So yeah, and we can wait a few seconds. Let me set up some things up. Actually, if you're new to the series, I'm learning Japanese in this live streams, and with that, I'll be also demonstrating how I'm learning Japanese, how my pathway is, and you can take the motivation and you can learn Japanese too. And learning new languages had a lot of advantages for itself because I love Japan. I want to live in Japan, so I myself want to learn Japanese not just because I want to live in Japan, I want to work there over there, but also because I love Japanese culture. I mean, I grew up watching animes all around me, and my friends are all anime fans. So yeah, so that's why it keeps me motivated to learn Japanese, and I will make some time every day to learn this new language. And this is a language that is very difficult, not very difficult, but it's in top four. So I believe it's difficult for new beginners. But yeah, I'll make time at least 1 hour every day and learn this language. And you can come with me and can learn too. Maybe have fun interacting with me in the live stream. So I'll be starting. I think it's time. We have already used up 25 minutes in a stream. We'll be starting. Okay, I have things ready. Let's start. So here. So as you all know, if you are new to the stream, this is my resource of Japanese section. This is the Notion page which I have made public, or I will make a I think a public link as well. And I'll share it with you guys as I'll make it public. And this Notion page has all of those things you need to learn Japanese, the roadmap, uh, the resources you need, the tips you need, and schedule plan the you need to learn Japanese. We have a 1 year plan, 3 months, 3 months and 6 months, divided into three sections. First 3 months we'll be learning and practicing the basic alphabets and how to pronounce them, hiragana and katakana, and romaji for that matter, because romaji is also very popular. Not popular, it's just a script of Japanese, and we have to learn that before entering into Japanese world. And romaji plays an important role. And hiragana katakana is a basic alphabet like A B C D in English language. So we'll be learning hiragana and katakana in 3 months. Then in the next 3 months we'll be practicing. This was yeah. We will practice the comprehension. First 3 months basics. Basics include katakana, hiragana, and think and some basic pronunciation of phrases, and then comprehension. Sorry, comprehension covers N5, N5, which I believe is 800 vocabulary. You have to learn in Japanese. These are the simplest vocabulary you have to learn. Like you learn cat, mat, rat inside the English language. Just like that, you have to learn in Japanese language. The concepts are the same, but language is different. I think you got the point. And we'll be then starting our next phase, the last phase of 6 months, we just need to practice, practice, and practice speaking language, and practice speaking Japanese, and we'll also start consuming some Japanese content just freely available, can be streamed on live streams, or maybe we'll find some ways for that. And I think I'll be making some friends. I'll be inviting some friends as well in this phase when I have the basic understanding and I know the comprehension. I'm inviting some friends who know Japanese and who are teaching in Japanese inside schools. So yeah, I know some of them. So we can invite them, we can converse with them, we can take some steps as well. But that is after 6 months of time when we have completed all the basic and comprehension part. But right now we have to complete this. Okay. So this is phase one, as I have mentioned in the live stream title, and this is first phase, which is learning hiragana. So uh, my first phase, like 3 months phase, is also divided into different phases. The phase one is learning hiragana, second phase would be learning katakana, and third phase would be learning romaji. Okay, so let's get started. I have mentioned all the resources. In the previous videos I have seen, I have not made it manageable, but I have made it manageable right now. As you can see, you can learn hiragana from the ultimate guide of Tofuku and a Reddit post which I mentioned all the hiragana characters and symbols using mnemonics. And then you can practice on this booklet. I have mentioned um, the link over there, and I've also practiced writing. I have a tool you can practice over there, and the best way to practice writing Japanese would be by hand, because I don't have a pen and tablet to use right now, so I'll be using mouse. That's what I can do in live streams, but you at your home can take a pen and paper and start like practicing these things. Okay, so we'll be starting. This is my dev work, I believe. I do development as well. Okay, this is it, and this is our workbook we use to practice. So all these things, all these resources I have mentioned in the live stream, I have taken permissions to use them, and they were so grateful to give me the permission to use in a live stream. Thank you to Tofugu and um, this booklet, which is made by Japanese Academy. So thank you so much. And this is the roadmap. We will not be covering this right now. I have to ask this creator once. Um, this is the Japanese creator who teaches Japanese language. So I have to ask this creator if we can use use her roadmap in our daily live streams. So if she is grateful enough to give her permissions, I can use that. Otherwise, we have to stick to our own roadmap. Maybe I can just take some inspiration from that and maybe use in the live streams as well. And maybe I can change our roadmap as well to better suit everybody's needs. But these are all the list of all those apps, books, and blogs or you will ever need to learn Japanese as of now. What I have heard and what I have seen many videos how to learn Japanese, and this is all those brief of all those videos which I have mentioned, like Japanese content you need to watch, the variety series you can watch, or the blogs and apps you can use to learn Japanese. And this is a copyright mail. This is my content. I think I will remove this from here. This is only you need just the resources and a list of uh, things you can use to learn Japanese side by side. And these are some tips. Make a schedule, and like our schedule is complete Japanese first phase of Japanese in 3 months, which is basics of hiragana, katakana, and romaji. In first 3 months, we'll be practicing again and again and again till we learn the character itself without even looking at it. And so we have defined this goal. So first step would be to make clear goals for yourself, and this is really important. Making clear goals for yourself and sticking to it does really matter, because what I've heard from leaders and people around me who are older than me and have life experiences, that making goals which are unrealistic or not specific to the purpose. For example, living a healthier lifestyle is a goal which is attainable, but there are no specific actions to take and to take upon to achieve that goal. But if you make that goal a little bit different, that I'll go to gym every day, I'll wake up at 6 in the morning, I'll I'll not eat junk food from now on, from this year onwards. So those things will make a difference. You have actionable steps in your insider goals. So keeping actionable steps inside your goals does make a lot of difference. And that is what I have learned over the years, and I'll be applying now in my Japanese learning sessions also. So we make a clear goal that we have to complete these basic parts in these 3 months if things don't go sideways. Then we don't overuse flashcards. Flashcards, if you don't know, flashcards are used to remember those alphabets and those uh, Romaji characters. I mean, you look at the Romaji character, and then in the previous, like in the front, there's a Romaji character written, and in the back of it, there's the meaning written inside it. And you see the flashcard, you see the alphabet, you guess or you make a memory. What do you say? You just remember what that alphabet corresponds to, the meaning of the alphabet, and then you flip the card and see if it's true. So that is a learning technique. But that learning technique is only applicable to some extent. It will help you to some extent. Yes, flashcards are good, but then please don't overuse flashcards. Please don't use flashcards every single time. So that is what I have mentioned as a tip. Somebody gave me. I'm not sure who gave me, but yeah. And use Anki rather than paper flashcards. So use an Anki software rather than using paper flashcards. Anki is a software which help us to remember these Romaji characters, not just Romaji but Japanese characters which are used in real life. It helps us to remember. The software is built like that. So I'll be using Anki also. I have to ask its developers if I can use that in live streams. But that is after we have covered Hiragana, Katakana, and we have much time before that. So I'll make those arrangements as well. Then we have third point is focus not just on characters or words but also phrases. So just don't remember the cat word or the mat word. Remember how they are being used in a sentence. Cat is walking down the road. You will remember the cat word more clearly, and your brain can recognize that cat word more efficiently when you relate to it. When you relate that word to a sentence, cat is uh, the cat is asking for food. So uh, we have placed cat word in a sentence, so it does make a sense, and we know what cat means. And so like that, just don't learn just the characters, but also learn how to use them in phrases. That will stick into your brain for a longer time and will help you in learning Japanese more strongly. Then specific context they're used in. Yes, obviously you have to learn how they're used in a sentence and how to use them proper in a grammatical fashion. And then we have fourth point is memorize grammar using mnemonics. So we'll be using mnemonics like we are using in the resources. As Let me open the resource. As you have seen in previous live streams, I've been using mnemonics for a while to learn these characters. Like apple can be used for A, or eel. The E is stands for eel. So we'll get back to this, but you can use mnemonics to memorize these grammar alphabets, and then learn vocabulary with context. Simple as that. Start from learning one kanji, sorry, a day and make it a routine. So we need to learn one kanji, which is the vocabulary. So learn vocabulary, one vocabulary a day, and make it a routine. That means whenever you wake up early in the morning, or maybe when you wake up, maybe you have decided a time when you wake up after 1 hour, when you have done all those morning routines stuff. After 1 hour, you will learn Japanese. You will try to memorize those words. So you have to make a routine that after at that point of time, I need to learn one root or one kanji letter, one kanji word. And but that is at phase two. We'll talk about this in depth and how to achieve this. But that is a tip I need to cover. Shadowing 3 to 4 times a week. Shadowing is, I believe, what I've heard is shadowing is when you follow a speech coach, follow a language expert, and follow his lips and how he pronunciates or how he puts up sentences inside, uh, like words inside sentences, and how does he use grammar in this language. So you have to shadow those vocab experts or new language experts. Then set a daily timer. Obviously, be consistent in your studies. That will help you a lot. So we have covered everything in this live stream. Okay, let's get started. I need some water before that. Okay. Just let me check if everything is going good or not. Yeah, so everything is going good. And let's get back to where we were, sorry. And then, okay, let's get back to learning hiragana. So as we have covered these characters before, but we'll be starting once again because I'm back after a long break. So I need to memorize these characters once again. So we'll be using mnemonics and this workbook as well to practice and learn these characters, alphabets. Let me take a snippet of this and use it in Excalibur. Let's paste this in this. And then we can just get rid of this. I can make it. Why can't I? Wait, let me delete this first. How can I make it bigger? Okay, I can. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine, 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 fine. We're good. Can we lock this? Can we lock this? Yes. Yeah, we can lock this. Fine. We're good to go. So let's practice hiragana now. Hiragana first initial letters. We'll practice this and how. Okay. Then okay. Let me open the Reddit post as well. That will help us to remember those alphabets. Yeah. So we'll be starting once again from the beginning. And so as we have learned before, A, E, it's A, it's E, it's U, A, O. A, E, U, A, O are the initials of Japanese, what do you say, hiragana. So let me open up the hiragana only. This is katakana chart. This is hiragana chart. So we have A, E, U, A, O as the initials, and then we have Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko, Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So, Ta, Chi, Su, Te, To, Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No, Ha, Hi, Fu, He, Ho, Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo, and then further we can go around. So starting with this is the first column in Agana. It sets the pronunciation of every other column coming around it, because every other column is basically just a, e, u, a, o column with consonants attached to them. The same basic sound repeats over and over with a constant plus consonant plus these five vowel sounds. So make sure you have the right pronunciation for these five right from the start. Okay, so we can start practicing. So first mnemonic for this would be a car. So this is not a car, but why? A is pronounced like A. Like when you come to a realization, it sounds like ah in the car. To remember the kana of capital letter A, okay, just make a capital letter A and correspond to it would be so mnemonic for this was I'll write mnemonic over here only so that we learn it. Capital letter A is the mnemonic for this. How to remember this character? Can remember this character as capital letter A. And how to write this character? Let's write this character down. So first would be this strike, then this strike, and then this strike. I mean, this is bold. Let me make it a little bit blunt. Hmm. We'll start once again, okay? So, first strike, second strike, and then third strike. First strike, second strike, and then third strike. And you can see there's capital letter A coming in between. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how we need to remember all those alphabets. First strike, second strike, and then third strike. First strike, second strike, and then third strike. First, second, and then third. First, second, and then third. I mean, it's getting uh, worse after the few letters, but you have to practice it like this. First strike, second strike, and the capital letter A. First strike, second strike, and the capital letter A. Capital letter A. Okay, so you remember this as the capital letter A. So we have covered this. Then comes the E part. It's like this, and how to remember that is eels. So we remember this using eels. And how to make an eel? I'll just make a body. This is an eel. Okay, these are eels. Okay, okay. I'll just mention the word eels. We remember this using eels. There are two eels over there. And how to write this? First strike and second strike. First strike and then second strike. So I'll be doing it a little bit fast because we need to cover and we need to practice more and more how much let's like how much we can in a day because we just have 1 hour and 20 minutes left. um, I'll say I'll extend the live stream. I thought I'll do the live stream till 12, but I'll extend the live stream for today because I joined in late. That's my bad. Then this is the first strike, this is the second strike. Repeat after me. You can use a pen and paper and you can repeat after me. First strike and then second strike. Oh, wait. First strike and then second strike. 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 I mean, it's good. Yes, it's good. Now, moving on to the second one. Okay, we'll also listen to the pronunciation once.
A,
Ah,
A,
ah. Okay, this is E,
I,
E. Okay, this is U.
U,
And how to remember this? Using an Uno card. That is not a good that is not a good mnemonic to remember. So we'll be using this mnemonic. This is also not a good mnemonic. And we get back to the same problem. Every time the mnemonic would not be good, so you have to stick to your memory power and how you practice. So in this, the mnemonic is present as Uno. That like there's an Uno card like this, and Uno card present over here. But then this mnemonic would not be so much helpful. So I think stick to how you practice those alphabets. You need to first strike this and need to second strike this. Second strike this. First strike, second strike. First strike. Oh, that's a long strike. First strike, second strike. This is first strike, this is second strike. This is first strike, this is second strike. This is first strike, this is second strike. First strike, second strike. First strike, second strike. I mean, this was the perfect one from all of them before. So yeah, that's how you make it. And there are Uno cards like this. This is an Uno card. Just I don't know how you remember this. This See, this is a neural card bending just like that. I mean, that is what they told us. So next one, it's E.
え、
Oh, okay. E is done. O, first was A, E, U, A. U is done. A is left. This is A, and this is a beak, like the egg. Can remember this using a bird's egg. How is a bird's egg? Just remember this using an egg word, like there's an egg present, okay? And you can remember this using the word mnemonic egg. And who gives an egg? The bird gives an egg. And how you make the bird? We'll first make the alphabet and I'll show you the mnemonic as well. I mean, mnemonic will not be helping you much, but in some cases, in some alphabets, it may help you. I mean, mnemonic could be a better way for you to start learning this language, but in a longer run, they're not so much help. They're not really helpful. I mean, who cares to learn the letter A using a bird's beak? No one does. No one remembers that way. They just practice it enough that they remember the alphabet itself, not the mnemonic. So, I mean, yeah, the beginners, we can, I mean, we should focus on the practice part, not the mnemonic part. We'll keep the mnemonic part with us at the side, but we'll be practicing more about the alphabet part. Okay, that is clear. I think I'm not moving too fast for you to guys to catch up. If I'm fast, you just can tell me. I mean, I'm going a little fast because I have that thing in my mind that I have to cover a lot of things in this week, and don't have much time to waste and just to sit. So I'm covering all these things a little bit fast. So okay. I mean, should I stop right here? Oh, sorry. Should I wait right here, or should I just finish these alphabets at least? Okay, let me finish these alphabets at least, then I can stop and maybe take a pause, take a break, and like what we learned so far. And we haven't learned so far anything, just the alphabets. Okay, let's start. Let's start. So this is the first strike. This is the second strike, like this. First strike, second strike, like this. And how to remember this? You can remember this using the beak of the bird. There's a beak, here's a mouth, and here's a body, and here's a tail. That's how you can remember and not focus more on the mnemonic, but the practice part. First strike, second strike, that's a bad strike. Second strike, first strike, second strike, like this. First strike, second strike, like this. That is not good. First strike, second strike, like this. 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 And that is how you write the character A. A, A, E, U, E, O. Am I right? A, E, U, E, O. I think I'm right. Okay, moving on to the last one. This O, and you can remember this using. There's not a good mnemonic to remember this. They are using the word origami, which doesn't make really a good sense, but okay. Origami, and you can remember this using two words. Origami doesn't have two words, but origami has two words, so you can remember this using that, but that's not a good mnemonic. So moving forward to practice. That's the first strike, that's the second strike, that's the third strike. First strike, second strike, 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 third, third strike. First strike, second strike, third strike. First strike, second strike, third strike. First strike, second strike, third strike. And that is how you remember this alphabet. And the mnemonic is hidden over here. There are two O's inside on Kami, and which is not really helpful to any of us. Okay, that is your first, uh, your first five alphabets. A, sorry, A, E, U, A, O. Okay, I'll pause right here and take a 5 minutes break for you to reflect whatever you have learned right now and to practice it on a pen and paper. I mean, practicing it on a pen and paper will make a much more difference than just watching me writing those alphabets, because I also do practice these things. Up when I'm done with the live stream, I'll practice it for a half an hour, but I have learned in the live stream itself. Because right now in front of you, I'm not able to take a pen and paper and practice myself. Rather than the live stream, I'll spend some 15 to 20 minutes, some time to practice all of those things I have learned over in this live stream. So I think we are good, and you can take a short break. Till then, just keep practicing, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, okay? I'll see you in 2 minutes. Okay, sure. Okay, I'll see you in 2 minutes. Can take a short break and can enjoy the song as well. See ya. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, just 2 minutes. See ya. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. I'm back. I think I took a longer break than expected. I thought so. I'll be taking just a 2 minutes break, but I think I have taken a 5 minutes break or so. Yes, I think it's a 5 minutes break. Let's just get back to where we were. I think you guys have practiced whatever we have learned so far. The R, E, U, A, O, the five letters, the initial five letters. I think you guys have practiced. If you have practiced, if you're good to go, just give me a thumbs up in chat and then we'll be starting. I think we should start. We should start. I mean, you're good to go. We have taken a lot of time to remember this. And then let's just start with this. Okay. Now, okay. In the meantime, I've taken the screenshot of this and pasted it over here for you to practice this as well today. So we'll be practicing this as well today only. And then we're good to go. So practicing this. So there's a second line of hiragana, the ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, and then in ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, uh, we can use these mnemonics as present in Tofuku's. This is Tofuku's blog. We can use these mnemonics, or we can use these mnemonics present in the Reddit post. So let's just see whatever suits best for our use case, and then we can pick that up. Okay, start with ka. So ka sound, we can listen to this sound once.
Ka,
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 the ka sound, and it can be used in the words like it is pronounced as the same word as the karma. The karma is ka is in Japanese, and we can learn this using a mnemonic mosquito. I think it's not a good mnemonic, so maybe we can see over here, and this is also not a good mnemonic. I mean, mosquito is much better than which is given inside the Reddit post. So we'll be taking the mnemonic, the mosquito. So just like a mosquito has two legs and a body and a tail, and I think this is not a mosquito, looking more like a cockroach, but okay, let's just say it's a mosquito. And then just like a mosquito has a body, has two legs and antenna over his head. So just like that, we can have these three strikes. The first strike covers here, the curve, the body part. This is the first strike. I mean, I'm not making good strikes. First strike, this is the second strike, and then the third strike. And if I mark mnemonic over here, this would be the body, these would be the two legs, and this could be the antenna over the mosquito, and this could be the tail. So yeah, that is how mosquito can be used inside this as a mnemonic to remember. But just don't focus more on the mnemonic, just focus more on practicing these alphabets on a worksheet, on a workbook. Okay, so let's practice the first strike, the second strike, and the third strike. The first strike, the second strike, and the third strike. Okay, one more tip, not a tip, but a suggestion from my side. Don't just when you are practicing on a workbook like this, don't just be so um, lined up in drawing the exact edges, not just match the edges like you're matching all the edges, all the curves. It's just how Japanese letters are written. You can just see how they are formed, and you can just make a few tweaks as well to remember it perfectly in your head as well. So I'm not just copying the exact curves or making the exact movements as mentioned in this, but it's similar to what is given. So everybody who knows Japanese can understand and this letter as ka. So that is one thing I want to suggest you guys. Otherwise, if you want to learn Japanese in a more systematic fashion, they give focus on curves. I think I have no proper thought about this, so let's just move on and practice it how we can practice it more efficiently. So this is the first strike, this like a letter P, first strike, second strike, and the third strike. This is the first strike, this is the second strike, this is the third strike. This is the first strike, this is the second strike, this is the third strike. Then again, there's the fourth strike, There's a second strike, there's a third strike, and then we have the first strike, second strike, and a third strike. So although those letters are different in that fashion, but then you understand how they are made using three strikes. The first strike is the body, second strike is the legs, and third strike is the antenna or the tail, you can say. So moving on to the next one, we have K, and we remember K can be used as key, not K. Okay, K is after it's ka key, so it's key, not K. We were pronouncing it wrong initially.
Key.
That's like a key, the lock and key. Okay, then here also they've given the key as a mnemonic, and keys mnemonic for this is good enough to remember this word at least. So how is key spelled? Using a body and two stripes, two two teeth, you can say, of a key. I have not illustrated it good. Key is like this, right? This is a key. We have two teeth. We have a body and we have a holder where you can grab the key and use it. So just like that, we can use it in this. First, I'll mark those strikes first. This is the first strike. This is the second strike. This is the third strike, and this is the fourth strike. First strike, second strike, third strike, and the fourth strike. And now, one more thing comes inside this. As you can see, there are four strikes in making this alphabet, but at some points they have also given only three strikes to make this alphabet. So it's up to you how you remember this. There's not much of a difference if you connect these two or not. You can build it like this, or you can build it like this. There's not a big difference between the two, so you can build it anyways, whatever you feel comfortable in, because I think this is much better because there are only three strikes involved in this, and this looks much more like a key, not this one. So I prefer this to build the key alphabet. There are two strikes, and the strike comes as a key holder. Two strikes, three strikes, third strike, sorry, two strikes, third strike, and this is not good. One, third strike, two strikes, third strike, two strikes, and then the third strike, two strikes, and then the third strike. You know, uh, I'm not doing good in copying the alphabet itself, but I'm using a mouse right now, so apologies for that. But when you're using a pen and paper, it will be much better how you draw these alphabets. And use pen and paper right now. Now moving on to the third one, it's the ku. We have done the ka, we have done the ki, and then we are on the ku.
그,
Let's just hear the sound as well.
그, 그,
Ku, just like a quail's ku, it's like a bird's ku. We pronounce it as ku. Okay, and obviously we can remember this alphabet as the bird's ku or the bird's beak itself. How she pronounce ku? Just like opening her beak. That's how the mnemonic is. Okay, so we can remember the mnemonic as uh, the bird's beak itself when she pronounces the word ku. So the bird's beak is that. So it's really easy to remember. And so it's the bird's beak when she opens to use the word ku. That's how this is it. And this was the key itself. Okay. Moving on to the strikes, we have only one strike like this. Just the less than sign, as you can say that as well. Just a less than sign. You can make it in any fashion, like whatsoever fashion. It will be a coup. Okay. Moving on to the next one, we have over here is, ladies and gentlemen, we have here as a key.
개,
Sorry, I made the long pronunciation. It's care. So we had ka, ki, ku, care. Care for here for kelp, but this is not a good mnemonic. Let's see what mnemonic they are suggesting. There's a distinct keg as a container. Keg is a container. So you can use the container cake and you can use its body to remember this word. So as like there's a container, and like that only we can have cake. There's a first strike, second strike, and the third strike. No, I think I did it wrong. First strike is like this, second strike is like this, and third strike is like this. This is the first strike, this is the second strike, and this is the third strike. And to mark the mnemonic here, we have the cylinders, and the cake itself, just like that. I think it's good. It's good to remember the cake word itself. So we have the first strike, the outer boundary of the container, and the third strike. First strike, second strike, 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 and the third strike. That is how you do and you make the word cake. Okay, that is how it is. Simple as that. Now moving on to the last one for our list is go. That's the last one in the stream also. We will be wrapping up this. We have done 2 lines. Our main focus of the tomorrow stream would be on the other 3 lines as well. So we'll be focusing more on this tomorrow. Okay. So today's was uh, more or less starting day, I would say, because I was re-explaining you everything which we were doing, and also I was making my mind clear as well that I have to do live streams every day at 10 to 11. So I'll be doing. I'll promise you guys I'll be coming and doing the live streams, but you guys have to follow me. You guys have to motivate me by coming and just interacting with me in the live stream, and that will make my day. That will give me more motivation than any other thing. So yeah, that is one thing. Okay. So now moving on to where we were. The cake one. No, not cake one, but the ko one. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Ko means coin, just like a coin. We can go. Here I can't. They are cohabitating. That is one mnemonic we can use. But the ko as a coin, koi, coin. So that coin we can use as a mnemonic over here, and that feels like a mnemonic. We have the first strike and second strike. We have the first strike and the second strike, and then we can mark the mnemonic as well. The coin itself is as simple as that. You can make this getter like this also. Don't make the curve, the last curve. Just make the getter like this. That also works good. And you can make the word getter also. So some things you can mark to make it more complicated, but this also works fine. This works really fine, I believe. Right now, maybe I can be wrong later on, but right now this works. And with that, we have completed one more column. This ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. Repeat after me. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. That is it. That is it. We have completed 2 columns, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed 2 columns today, and be proud of yourself. You have completed this. So far, people drop off the live stream and they just move on what they were watching. I mean, you are here learning a language with me. You're doing good in life. I mean, learning a language doesn't make you good, doesn't make you better in life, but learning a language gives you that uh, power to talk to people who don't understand your own language. So, I mean, that is the most important power, connecting with people who can't understand your own language, connecting with their language, and making them more approachable is a better thing. So, yeah, I mean, I have no other things to say about that. But yeah, it was a fun live stream today. We learned 2 columns, and we'll be continuing with the other columns as well, which are the where was Hiragana? We have done this one. We will do this. We have done this one, and we'll be doing at least 3 tomorrow, but we'll be targeting 4. So our target is 4, but we will be completing at least 3. At least 3 is a minimum target, maximum target can be anything. Okay, with that, I think let's wrap up our live stream. Wrap up our live stream. And then today, what we learned these two columns: A, E, U, A, O, Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko. And these are the mnemonics: the alphabet A, the eel, the uno card, the egg, the bird, the origamis, double O's, mosquito, key, beaks, ku, the cake container, and the coin. Okay, coin on the donut also we can say. It works both ways. So yeah, that's a fun live stream. Thank you guys for joining in. I mean, you must have a lot of fun in this live stream. I mean, did not get much time to interact with you because I had little less time to I had some goals in my mind to complete today. So I'm so sorry if I am not able to interact with you guys more, but I needed to complete this, at least this part. So it's good we have completed this part, and I mean, let's wrap up the live stream. Anything else you want to suggest or you want to share with me, you can share with me in the comment section of the live stream as well, and you can tag me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter, anywhere you want to feel like, or come on live stream also, talk to me for any case or for any life troubles also. I can maybe solve your problems, or I can make it much more easier for you. I think that is it. That is it for this live stream. Thank you guys for joining in, and see you in another live stream. Tomorrow we'll be covering all those 3 columns I've shown you, and it will be more and more fun tomorrow as well. So stay tuned, stay safe, be happy. Bye bye. And don't forget to listen to the last song I'll be playing for you before we go. Bye bye. Good night. So listen to this song and goodbye.